Good morning, everyone, to the Quantum Leap Futures Morning Leap session for Wednesday, March the 23rd, 2016. My name's Doug McKay. I'm the founder and head moderator for Quantum Leap Futures. Each morning we get together in these live pre-market sessions to take a look at the market, macro to micro, the structure of the market, drill down to the trade levels that we're looking at, our targets, and our hypotheses for the day. It is a subscription room. I'll put up my contact information in just 1 second. Before I do that, please read through the disclaimer. Nobody at Quantum Leap is a certified trading advisor. We are retail traders operating within a self-organized learning environment. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and any trades that you see in Quantum Leap are for education purpose only. Please trade your own due diligence, your own trade plan, and your own risk metrics. If you do want to come in and check us out, send me an email at quantumleapfutures@gmail.com or send me a Skype contact request at Doug_McKay. There's no website, there's no blog, there's just us live every day. This is a self-organized learning environment. It's not a commercial venture. Yesterday we were looking to test some higher highs and go up into that 44.75 and take out the overnight high at which should be 44.75. I don't know how it got moved, but this should read 44.75. And then we were looking to see if they broke above that, if they pop up into the 49 area. We got up into the 47.50 and put in a weak high. We have a double top up here. And after that, we rolled back over and basically traded in this middle distribution from a triple distribution day yesterday. Really weird looking profile. We actually have had two outside days. We're actually creating a megaphone pattern on the 4 hour that sticks out like a sore thumb. We're going to talk about that in just a couple minutes. Well, let's talk about it now. So here is a megaphone pattern. These patterns can break in either direction, so they can break and go higher, or they can break and go lower. So right now we're sort of just trading in the lower 40s right now, going sideways. We've got balance in this area. Some VPOCs from the last 4 sessions are all within 2 points of each other. So we got to look for where we fail off of the upper trend line or fail off of the lower trend line, either direction. If we break, we've got a measured move we can look at. If we bounce off the bottom and just continue this pattern, that's basically how I'm going to be trading it today and watching it. But let's go back a little bit. I like to just start my day same way with a candlestick chart, 9 EMA, 20 SMA, look at the macro to the micro. I start with a month and work my way down the time frames to see where we are in the different trends of the different time frames. And you can see that we have violated this long time upward trend we've had for the last several years. We took it back end of last year, and then we violated it so far this year. But on this particular month candle, we are now back above the 9 and the 20. So we're trying to get a continuation pattern going here. Although we have violated the long-term trend, we have possible continuation pattern setting up on the monthly. On the weekly, we have taken it back. We've got a moving average cross about to happen. We are, we've had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on our 7th day of bullish days, going straight up parabolic. Don't know if this is going to be a turnaround day. It could be, but we could get continuation. There is going to be a naked cross down here in the 1982.50 area that we'll have to watch. We took out this naked cross in the last 2 days. That was up here at the 06.75. But the overall trend is starting to go up on the weekly. On the daily, you can see it much stronger. Great slope and separation. Price has been paralleling the 9 pretty nicely. Got a little bit of a technical gap going on here. A move back to the gap will bring us down into about the 2025 area. But the overall trend on the daily is up. On the intraday, We've got this 4-hour megaphone pattern. We are losing some slope and separation, so this move up is starting to weaken a bit, but it hasn't violated yet. I can get rid of this. I don't need that. Don't need this. Going to the 1 hour. You can see that we're in more of a consolidation and we have possibility of trend violation. To the downside, we're below the 9 and the 20. We've lost all slope and separation. We've got an MA squeeze going on. So 1 hour is showing weakness coming in. 30-minute is showing possible start of a downward trend. We have a naked cross down here on the 30-minute at 2036.75. Write that down in your journal as a possible target today. Going to the 15-minute, you can see that we do have a start of a downward trend on the 30-minute. We have a naked cross right here at 2035.50 on the 15-minute. And going to the 5-minute, you can see we have a good slope and separation to the downside. Got a bit of a technical gap going here. Move to close the gap will bring us to 41.50. We have a naked cross above us up here at 2043 on the 5-minute. So a lot of targets above and below us right now. I think we're going to see another rotational day. Taking a look at the big picture, and I marked this up and annotated it yesterday. But we've come back inside of this balance area that we were in the end of 2015. The key level right now is going to be this 2016 microcomposite LVN, then the 2008. The value area runs from 2008 up to 86. We're in this upper distribution right here, this Gaussian curve. We've come up and we tested the last price that we tried to hold before they fell out of the balance in January. And we've accepted that price and moved up and closed this gap at 45.75, and we're currently in a 3-day balance with again a megaphone pattern on the daily as well. We've got 2 outside days, fully engulfing bullish days, with the microcomposite 3-day VPOC at 40.75. So we're in balance right now. In fact, we're trading 2040.50 as we speak right now. Key line above is going to be this 43.75, 44 area. I think we get above that, we're going to make a run up into that 47 area. And if we get above the 48, we're in price discovery. The target above today, the main target above is going to be this 55 to 56. I'm going to be using 55, front running the 56. But the big factor is, we're only 1 ATR away from these major targets above. The microcomposite VPOC from this whole period of the end of the last year is up at 2063.50. And the most traded price going back to 2013, the beginning of 2013, is 2061.50. So that is, we're in search of sellers right now, and a top to this this rally that we've been in that has been going, since the bottom down here all the way at 1795.75. This rally has just been incredible, and we're still searching for sellers and have not found them yet. So likely, or not likely, but there is a possibility that we're going to get continuation up into the 61, 63 area, at least the 56 area, before we see some serious sellers. Watch the trend line on the 4-hour. A breakout above or below that is going to be very important. Key line in the sand right now, the first one is going to be the 32.75. Below that, I think we're going to come back into testing the lower distribution rejection of this Gaussian curve and come down and test the 16. Anything below the 16, then I think the intern top is in, and we're going to get a bigger move back into this 2006.75 and possibly down into the 1900s again and back towards this 1975, 1978 area. So that's what I'm looking at in the big picture. Overnight, we've only had a 7.5 point move overnight. We've found some serious balance overnight. I posted this in the room last night, and I want to point this out because this is something that I love trading. And it's you know, I don't like to call it easy money, but it's a pretty high probability trade. And I did one trade last night and I loaded the boat on it and I was done for the night. Is this trade right here. We moved down, and then when we started moving back up, we had this gap. And it's only if the close of this candle was 2040.75, and the open of this candle was 2041. That leaves a 1 point or a 1 tick gap. These gaps don't get left; they get filled. And so I started shorting, and first short I took was at the 42, and then I shorted again at the 42.75 and again at 43, and finally it came down and filled that gap and went down to 39.75. So if you see an intra-Globex gap like this happen, be sure that it's good, you got a good probability that it's going to get filled. So I wanted to point that out because it's not too often you get trades that have that high a probability just handed to you. So overnight, our overnight high is 45.25. Notice what the overnight low is. The overnight low is the year open at 2037.75. I think that's pretty interesting that we're holding the year. Right now, the bulls are in control. We're actually in a bullish year again, and holding above the year open. So our overnight low is 2037.75. Our overnight high is 2045.25, which is basically right at our value area high. And I don't think we're going to get a VPOC shift. We could possibly get one to 40.75, but currently right now it's at 42.50. Right near our close. Our close was 42.75. We've got pretty much balance overnight. You can see that these VPOCs. You've got 42, 40, 50, 42 area. Other than the overnight session yesterday, the VPOC down at 35. We've been in this balance area pretty strong, and you're only going to stay in balance for so long before you break out of that balance. And today could be the breakout of the balance that we're looking for. And I think the key is going to be the move above the 44.75. This area right here is going to be a key trade area for me. Breakout of value takes us to take out the overnight high and the interim fractal high and the double top at 47.50. All the targets remain the same to the upside. 49.25. I'm sorry, 49.75 is the first target above range and above value. You can use the 48 48.75 or 48.50 as a trade level into that 49. I wouldn't use the 47.50 just in case they one tick this high and reject the CLVN that we've got at 48.75. The other side of this this balance is 48.75. So I would use 48.75 into the 49.75, and I would wait until we're below 47.50 if you're going to take the short. In fact, if I was shorting, I would wait until I get back below and get back inside of yesterday's value below the 44.75. Above there, you've got the 52.75. The daily upside target off of the low overnight, our low 2037.75. Our 20-day ATR daily target is 26.19. So we have an upside daily ATR all the way up to the 63.50. And again, how important is these two areas up here? We are within a day's range of going up and hitting that all-important key price acceptance, of the composite VPOC. In the interim, you've got the 55.56 That's the next big target above. Remember, the 56.25 is the micro composite VPOC, from this little area where they tried to hold up here. So that's my next big target above. And then above the 63.50, you've got the 69.75 is your next big target above there, and the naked close at 71 and the naked VPOC at 72.25. It gets a lot of price acceptance in this area. I expect to chop around if we get up here between the 61 and 69.70 area to determine fair value up here. I mean, this whole area, now that we're up here, we've got a lot of undetermined fair value. You take a look at this Gaussian distribution right here, and you've got a lot of microcomposite HVNs that is undetermined fair value. You can see it again on the composite as well. You've got 40, 50, 45, 75, the 55, the 56, the 61, the 63, and the 69.75. This whole area has a lot of repair to be done to it. So that's what I'm looking at to the upside today. I don't think we'll get much higher than the 61, 63 area if we do make the break to the upside. But if we get back outside of these this microcomposite range, you get above 48.75. I think we've got clear sailing up into at least the 56.25 area. Inside of value, you've got this this middle distribution, and you've got a LVN here at 43. I don't think that's going to be as important as the value area, but just keep it in mind that it is the other side of this balance that we're trading in. And then the other LVN is down here at 35.50, just below the value area low. So definitely going to have a trade area between that LVN and the value area low. I'm actually going to use below the 35 to get short, and above the 36 to get long. Keep in mind that our overnight low and our year open is 37.75. I expect that to get tested. My main hypothesis is to more chop in this balance area and look for a breakout above 45 or a breakdown below 35 for continuation and a move outside of this balance. other than that, I think we're going to get a lot of chop inside this area centered around this 20, 40, 50. So today I'm looking for either a balanced day, inside day, or a breakout day and a move away from this balance. So I'm using these two areas as definitive lines. The second area and the first real key line or warning line is going to be the 32.75. That's that range low from the prior day. And if we get below that, I think they go and take out the naked close that we've got down here at 30.25 and test the range of the prior day. The next key line in the sand below is going to be 27.25. The CLVN below that, look for 24.50, 28, and that 19 again. Off of the high overnight of 20.45 and a quarter, the 20-day ATR at 26. Our daily downside ATR target is 2019. And that's right at our key next target below. And then the key support, or what I would say is the big support, is that microcomposite LVN at the 16. Below that, I think the interim top is in, and we've got to be looking for a move back into the 06 area, but I really be looking at a move back into the 1900s and down to those targets that we have in the upper and mid level of the 1900s. Taking a look at the Keltner center line is 42.50 right now. We're below it. A move down to the lower Keltner will take us down to that value area low of 35 and take out the overnight low or put a new overnight low in. We still have 20 minutes to go and test that year open. I expect a battle around that year open this morning before they make the move either up or down. We don't know which. Above 42.25, a move to the upper Keltner will take us up into that 49 target and a breakout of yesterday's range, and most likely continuation up into the 52 and 55 and 56 area. So that's going to complete our pre-market session. As always, trade well, trade safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.